ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज जो हमने जीता वहाँ पर भी बहुत सीनियर प्लेयर नहीं थे. आई एम नॉट कंपेयरिंग, बट यंगस्टर्स ने वहाँ पर जैसे रिस्पॉन्ड किया था, इस सीरीज में भी हमने देखा है कि जब जरूरत पड़ा, जैसे कि आकाशदीप का वो स्पेल हो गया या फिर जसप्रीत का बैटिंग हो गया, तो आपको लगता है कि सेम काइंड ऑफ वाइब यंगस्टर, सेम काइंड ऑफ रिस्पॉन्स यंगस्टर से मिला इस सीरीज में ड्रेसिंग रूम में?
हाँ बिल्कुल. देखिए, इन लड़कों को पिक इसलिए किया जाता है क्योंकि इनके पास गेम है, टैलेंट है, बैट पकड़ने आता है, कवर ड्राइव मारने आता है, फ्लिक मारने आता है और उसी तरीके से बॉल डालने आता है. बट यहाँ पर आके उनको सिर्फ थोड़ा सा नर्चर करना जरूरी है कि कौन सी सिचुएशन में आपको आपका कौन सा वेपन इस्तेमाल करना है. ये सब चीज इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में आपको सीखने मिलता है. आपके पास जब आप इधर आते हो आपका गेम बना हुआ रहता है, आपके पास आपका जो बेसिक फाउंडेशन होता है क्रिकेट का, बैटिंग का या बॉलिंग का, वो बना हुआ रहता है. उसके बाद आगे आपको उसके ऊपर बिल्ड करना होता है. तो वो बिल्ड करने में हमारा भी रोल रहता है कि उनको सिचुएशन बताओ कि कैसे सिचुएशन में कैसे रिएक्ट करना है. जब तक वो रहेंगे नहीं तब तक समझेंगे नहीं. हाँ, और हालांकि ऐसे सिचुएशन से आप जब जा रहे हो आप गलतियां भी करोगे, आप प्रेशर सिचुएशन में खराब शॉट मार के आउट भी हो जाओगे और वो बाहर से बहुत खराब दिखेगा, एनालिसिस जो होगा वो बहुत खराब होगा. बट वही चीजों से ये लोग को सीखने मिलेगा कि ऐसे सिचुएशन में शायद मुझे कुछ और तरीका अपनाना था. तो अभी तक जो तरीका हमने अपनाया है वो काफी अच्छा तरीका अपनाया है. बट वी हैव टू एक्सपेक्ट दैट आगे जाके गलतियां होगी, बट वी शुडंट ओवर रिएक्ट टू दैट गलतियां. आई थिंक इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू गिव देम दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट ये सब चीज नॉर्मल है, ये सब चीज होता है, सबने किया हुआ है. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि जिसने जहां पे सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल में लेना था वहां पे हमने कंट्रोल छोड़ दिया. ऐसे बहुत बार हुआ है. बट उसी सिचुएशन से आपको सीखने भी मिलता है कि यार आपको नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसे गलतियां नहीं करना है.
Dharmshala is an unusual venue for India because it's a home venue, but it feels very different to the typical Indian. The weather conditions, even the pitch can sometimes. So how have you looked at the pitch and how do you expect it to play and the conditions? How do you think that will that influence the game?
I've not played a test match here, so I don't know. The last time we played a test match here was 2017, I think, against Australia. And both seamers and the spinners were in the play. But I'm not too sure. It's a different weather here. And how the pitch is going to react and stuff like that. I don't really know too much about it. But looking at the pitch right now, I mean, it looks like a good pitch. Obviously, you have to expect when there is a weather like that, there will be some movement, and as the game goes on, there will be some turn or something like that. Typical, I believe it is going to be a typical Indian pitch or Indian condition kind of a test match, where there will be some movement at the start of the innings and towards the back end, maybe when the temperature slightly drops, and then towards in the middle phase, there will be some spin, I guess, or maybe not. I don't know.
Rohit spoke 6 weeks back about the charms and the challenges of the 5-test series. As a captain, for you personally, has it helped you make better decisions as the series is progressed because I've had a chance to understand what's happening and therefore respond to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a great series for me to learn a lot of things as a captain. There were a lot of different challenges that came across our way from Test match number 1 till now. For me personally as well as a captain, this was probably the series where I got to learn a lot about how to utilize the players at whatever players you have, at their best, and obviously when the pressure is put back on you, how to respond to certain situations of the game and things like that. I think it was a great series to be part of, and I'm glad that I was captaining this series. It made me understand, where I have lacked as a captain as well, and what are the things that I need to do differently as well. So, a lot of learnings from this series. I mean, obviously there's one more to go, and I'm sure I'm going to understand a lot more here as well. But yeah, different challenges, when different challenges are thrown at you, that is where, you know, the captain has been looked up to, because he's the one who needs to, you know, steady the ship on the field especially. So yeah, luckily as well, I've got few guys around who understands me well, why I am thinking like this, because there's a lot of planning and talking that happens while the game is on, which is in the middle of the game, and suddenly whatever we've discussed sorry, off the field, sometimes you got to change on the field, looking at how the things are moving. I'm glad that, you know, I've got a lot of these guys who understand that, you know, sometimes you have to adapt to whatever is required for the team. And obviously, the two senior spin bowlers, Jadeja and Ashwin, you know, they've helped a lot in situations like this. Bumrah obviously has been very, very special in what he has done. He keeps it very simple and try and uses his skill to the maximum. So different bowlers at different stages of the game have come through. Like Kuldeep, we saw in Vizag, got those couple of crucial wicket for us where, you know, it changed the momentum a little bit for us. And then Siraj, with his reverse swing in Rajkot in the first innings, I think it was, where he got 4 wickets, was again good to watch, because, you know, when we talk of Siraj, he's more of a swing bowler, but his different skill set came into the picture, which was nice to see.
Ask you. Yeah. Rohit, there's been a directive recently that players should give priority to domestic cricket when they're not playing for India. As captain, like, from your perspective, how important was it for this message to be sent across, and like, for the health of Indian cricket going forward, how important? Yeah.
No, I mean, there's been talk about this for a long, long time. You know, when the players are available, they got to make themselves available to play domestic cricket, unless they've been given, you know, a certificate from the medical group as to they want to be rested or, you know, not be taking part in domestic cricket. But if you're available, you're fit, if you're fine, I think it's important that we go and play that. And it is not for just few cricketers, it is for everyone, to make sure that, you know, whenever you're available and you're fine, you should be able to play domestic cricket. And I think it is important that, for, like you said, you know, you saw the Ranji Trophy that was played last week, this week, you know, between Mumbai. I watched Mumbai and Tamil Nadu, and obviously there was a very interesting game happening today as well, which I think Vidarbha won. So you know, when games like that happens, you see the quality and everything coming into display for everyone to watch. So yeah, it's important that we, you know, give importance to domestic cricket, which is actually the core of Indian cricket.
Rohit here. You spoke of Kuldeep Yadav, who made his debut here in 2017, but since then he has played only 11 tests. How well has he come up in this series? Perhaps the first time he has gotten to play as many matches in a row. Could you talk about his bowling and how well he has come up?
Yeah, I mean, Kuldeep, honestly, in the last 2 years, you know, he's been bowling differently. Even in white ball cricket, we saw, since he has come back from his knee injury, he seems to be a different bowler. There's a bit of bite in his bowling, there's a bit of drift in his bowling, and he's putting, you know, so much effort into his bowling, into his rhythm and everything. So he's changed a lot of things after he has come back from his injury, which is what we have seen differently now, you know, in this last 2-3 years that he has played. And you know, he does understand why he has not played as many test matches. He understands that. Clearly in India, I mean, the true frontline spinners are Ash and Jadeja. You know, they contribute a hell of a lot to this team with bat and ball. So there is no question there with them. The third spinner, whenever we choose to field, obviously, as a captain, it depends on what the captain wants, whether he wants that longevity in the batting, since we were playing on slightly challenging pitches, so you need that batting depth, and actually it's rewarded us in a big way, where Akshar has come and played some crucial knocks, whether it was against England last time when they were here, against Australia as well, and then if we've played Washi